Chapter 2. I get it up to my room without anyone else noticing it, carefully set it down on the floor, and close the door. If the fantastic idea I have about it is true, and I hardly dare to believe that it might be, then it has to be some kind of top secret device, or else it's an artifact from the future, or another planet, or something that was somehow carried here by the storm. But that really is crazy. I can't start thinking like that. I'm dying to test it, and I don't have a lot of time. I look around quickly for a convenient object and take a felt-tipped pen from my desk. I sit down beside the speedy dupe, making sure that no part of my finger is anywhere near its surface. I touch the end of the pen to the platform and push down. The lever moves. There is no dull pop, no flash of light, nothing. And there's still only one pen in my hand. Shoot. I knew it probably wouldn't work, but I'm still really disappointed. I guess I just didn't notice that second gull approaching. But why was there no pop this time? And no flash? I try again with the pen, pressing harder. Nothing happens. I try it with a pencil, with no result. I try it with the desk clock, and again produce nothing. I get a dollar bill out of my wallet, drop it onto the platform, and press down on it with the pen. There is still only $1 bill. I know the seagull didn't do anything more than I'm doing, so why can't I get it to react in any way? I should probably give up now and face the fact that there's nothing special about the device. But I don't want to give up and face facts. I look vaguely around the room, thinking it over, trying to figure out why the seagull was different from the pen and the clock and the money. I glance over at the aquarium and the one lonely yellow and blue tropical fish swimming there. Then I have another idea. It takes me a while to get my hand on the fish, which naturally keeps darting away from me. When I do get a hold on it, it slips easily out of my fingers. I try with both hands, not worrying about how wet my shirt is getting. At last I get the thrashing little thing cupped in my two palms. I rush back to the speedy dupe, knowing that the fish can't survive very long out of the water. I drop the fish onto the platform. It slithers off and falls on the floor. I grab it again, set it carefully onto the platform, and push down against the fish with the pen. The lever moves. There's a dull pop and a bright flash. Two identical yellow and blue tropical fish fall off the platform and writhe miserably on the floor. I scoop them up and drop them into the aquarium, excited now, my heart racing. I study the two fish. Their markings are exactly alike in every detail. They swim stupidly around, unaware of what has happened, not yet paying attention to each other. But, remembering the gulls, I sprinkle more food into the water so there will be plenty for both of them and they won't have to fight. It worked. It really did work. It's almost too fantastic to believe, except that I saw the impossible thing happen twice. Apparently, the speedy dupe, which has to mean duplicator, only makes copies of living organisms. That's why nothing happened with the things from my desk and the money. It's too bad in a way that I won't be able to make endless copies of $20 bills. But what I can do is a lot more exciting than that. Am I really going to do it? The telephone rings. I get up, sighing, and pick up the receiver. It's Angela. I stop sighing. "We just got back," she says. "What time are you coming over? The sooner the better. We're ordering out for pizza. We can get to the math stuff out of the way so we'll have time for some good stuff." She sounds breathless with excitement. It's just like her to phone me without worrying whether or not it's appropriate, without trying to play it cool. When Angela feels like doing something, she does it. "So what time can you come?" she wants to know. I'm still trying to think logically. After I make a duplicate of myself, will I be able to sneak out of the house and go over to Angela's right away? Or will I have to wait until the rest of them leave for my grandmother's? I'm not sure. Well, I say, I guess. Come over now, Angela urges me. I think of her red hair. Your folks know you're eating here, so why shouldn't you come now? Anyway, I want to tell you what we did in the city. Come on. I'll be right over, I say. Great, we'll have so much fun. See you soon, says Angela, and hangs up. I dive for the speedy dupe and slam a hand down on the lever. Nothing happens. Now what? I groan. I can't tolerate any more delays. I press the lever down again, and a third time. Still nothing happens. Is it possible that it doesn't make copies of human beings? Only animals? But that doesn't make any sense. Human beings are animals too. So what's the problem? I think about the seagull and the fish, trying to figure out what I'm doing differently this time. It doesn't take me long to come up with a possible explanation. The speedy dupe only makes copies of living things. And, unlike the seagull and the fish, I'm almost completely covered with non-living things. My clothes might be getting in the way, preventing the machine from doing its work. It makes a certain kind of sense. I lock the door and quickly pull off my clothes, letting them drop onto the floor. I sit down again and push the lever with my hand. I feel a very slight sensation against my skin, like a pinprick. There's a dull pop and a very bright flash. I close my eyes.